Thank you. Oh, yeah, that's loud. Thank you. Again, my name is Austin Godolet, and I'm the founder and president of SavCoins, revolutionizing cash transactions, the power of change. And let me just begin by saying that change is not going away. Money is not going away. And the U.S. Treasury has produced more than $214 billion of cash and change just last year. Does it look familiar? The thing is that money, change, loose change in particular, is a hassle. And people don't want to handle it anymore. It's inconvenience. So they don't even give it much thought. But it's real money. $63 million was lost by Americans last year. Could you imagine how much good that could do? The other pain point is credit card fees. You know what I'm talking about. Credit card fees, companies have earned $135 billion from processing fees charged to merchants. And we as families have paid $1,100 a year for swiping a card. SavCoins is the first app that is the first physical app to digital deposit in-store solution. It's simple. We've made it simple and convenient for customers to go to a store, pay with physical cash, and have the remaining change deposited right into their SavCoins accounts. Unlike Acorn and Bank of America, who round up your debit transactions digitally, SavCoins does it digitalizes physical change at the point of checkout. In other words, it's like this. You go to a merchant that has the SavCoins app, you give them physical money for your purchase, and they transfer it directly into your SavCoins account. What if you made the hassle of coins go away? How much more would your customers pay with cash? And how much could you save on credit card fees? For example, Mesa corridor retailers, if they did $1 billion in 1 year as a collective business, a collective community, and you converted 3% of smart shoppers to not paying credit card but paying cash, you can have $600,000 in revenue or savings. Also, SavCoins will pay back $400,000 to merchants when they use the app and for every transaction. We invite merchants to adopt the SavCoins app. These are merchants that we've already have, and we thank you for helping us with the power of change.
Okay. Thank you, Austin. No, I'm going to let you hang on to that, all right? So great job, and you finished it right on time. So way to stay within that 3-minute timer. So that was good. Okay, let's see what we have from our judges. So I want you to come over here where they can see you and you can see them a little bit. All right, questions. All right, who's got the first question? Christy, you want to take the first one?
Yes, absolutely. So
She's from a bank.
Of course, exactly. That's appropriate.
I know.
I'm really big with small business owners that I work with on the concept of having trusted resources. And I was wondering if you could share 1 or 2 trusted resources that you have. And just as an example, I'll plug the Mesa Chamber. That should definitely be one of your trusted resources.
Yeah, so yeah, the Chamber is one of my trusted resources, and I've been with the Chamber for over 2 years. This is how I learned about the pitch, because I came last year and I was excited about it. I also have mentors that are from Mesa, my developer. I have a coach, and they've been helping us, myself, my wife, my family. They've been helping to guide us with this app and the application and how everything works.
Okay, other questions? Mr. Novak.
So when it comes to anything with, an app and people's money, can you talk a little more about the security side of things? How are you, protecting people's finances and preventing hacking and that sort of stuff?
Well, that's a good question, because we were concerned too when we started developing the app. But if you go through Apple and Google's vetting process, you'll realize how secure it really is, because you have to download the app through Apple and Google in order for you to be able to use it. It's also protected by Komodo. We ran hundreds and hundreds of actually thousands of transactions before we even brought it out to market. And in the 2 years that we've operated at SavCoins, we've had no issues so far.
Okay. Other questions from the judges?
Yeah, maybe you mentioned this, and you kind of mentioned a tiny bit in the last question, but I'd really like to better understand your go-to-market strategy. It looks like you already have customers. How did you go to market with this?
So what we've done is we've hired a branding strategist to help us figure out exactly the market that we want to go into. And currently, the market that we're in are small restaurants. They're a floral shop. But the market that we really want to get into are really not so much restaurants or businesses that have a cash till, or not a cash till, I'm sorry, a tip jar, So what we're working on is we want to get into a big box store like Albertsons or Walmart, where a lot of cash transactions are being processed every day. For example, Walmart last year did $137 billion, and 25% of that were cash transactions. So they actually had $34 billion of cash being transferred back and forth to consumers by their cashiers. We want to get into that market.
Okay. Any other questions from the judges?
So there's no fees to the customer?
Currently, the fees are yes, there are fees.
There are
They're
fees, okay.
3% for every transaction
Okay.
for the customer.
For them to get the money back out?
So what happens is the merchant, when they sign up for SavCoins, they download the app, and then they have to add funds into their digital
So
account
to
in
pay
order to
with the
make
SavCoins,
transactions.
they're charging a 3% surcharge on top of that to use the SavCoin?
Correct.
Okay.
So it's free to download, but it costs them 3 cents per transaction.
Okay.
Okay. So I think we've heard all the questions from the judges, if I remember correctly. Good.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Austin. Appreciate it.